and I'm here to share a book with you. So we are going to be reading about Cuando Julia bailaba bomba, when Julia danced bomba. So thank you all for joining me, and we're going to talk a little bit about bomba. You all got to hear some beautiful music, which is one of our rhythms. It was the Holandés, so nice and hot to wake us up on this beautiful Tuesday so we can all learn about and talk about bomba and read this great book that was published by Arte Público Press. And the book's actually a bilingual book, so I will be sharing a song in Spanish that we're all going to sing together. And I'm also going to be slipping in a couple Spanish words so that we and our children can practice the beautiful language. Okay? So I just wanted to share with you all that on top of it being a story about music and the Afro-Puerto Rican dance and song of bomba, it's also about a spacey little girl who's a little bit afraid of doing something she knows she's not good at. So kind of like doing an Instagram live posting for the first time. It's a little scary. So we try, and I'm happy to say that I have my beautiful children here with me today. I have my son Cesar, who's helping, and he's going to be playing the drums for us. And I have my beautiful daughter Sophia, who you might know from a couple other books, and she's helping with the technology. Thank goodness, because a lot of us we are really falling back on our children now as we figure out Instagram and Facebook and tweeting and Zooming and all kinds of other things that bring us together in this scary time when it's a little bit hard to be so apart. So real quick, just wanted to share that this book is inspired by a mural that was painted a long time ago in New York City in the Lower East Side. She did this a while back, and that helped to inspire this story somewhat. And it's also a lot about the music bomba. So with bomba, we have 3 instruments. So like I posted, I hope everyone grabbed a couple instruments. So the first one, you all heard the maraca. So anyone at home that has a maraca, pick it up. I always share that we hold our arms at an angle and we go up, down, 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 up. So everyone who has a maraca, up, down, 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 up. The next thing that we use are 2 sticks, and they're called kwa. So everyone, and Che, let's say it together, kwa. So with the kwa, you would hit the side of a drum or a wooden panel, and you'd be like, dun, 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 dun. So anyone who has even their laps and their hands or a couple pencils, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Che. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Perfect. And then the most exciting that a lot of us like to talk about is the barril or the bomba. So it looks like a conga. It's a little bit shorter and fatter. And there's a number of beats. The beats that usually people talk about when they talk about bomba would be cuembe. Everyone, cuembe.
Cuembe.
Holandés.
Holandés.
Sica.
Sica.
Seis corrido.
Seis corrido.
And yuba.
And yuba.
Yuba. Everyone, yuba.
Yuba.
Great. So today we're going to learn the yuba together. So with your drum or with your lap or with a book, we hit on the top and then 1, 2, 3. Top, 1, 2, 3. Che, join me. Top, 1, 2, 3. 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 Top. So when I'm going to do the reading and I talk about the drum, I want you all to join in and to do it 3 times. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And that's what I'd like you all to do when we're doing our reading. So lastly, in the book, we have a beautiful song. And this song is actually because I have a friend in Spain, and her little girl's name is Belen. So I picked that song a while ago, and every time I sing it, I think of our beautiful Belen on the other side of the world. So I would like you all to join with me to sing the coro. When we actually do the reading, my son Cesar is going to sing the first part, and we're all going to we're going to support him by singing the coro. So the coro, first I'm going to say it, and then Che and all of you are going to say it, then I'm going to sing it, and then all of you are going to sing it with me. So it goes, repícame la bomba.
Repícame la bomba.
Repícame la cuá.
Repícame la cuá.
Ay, báilame la bomba
Ay, bailame la bomba.
hasta la madrugada.
Hasta la madrugada.
So everyone together. Repícame la bomba.
Repícame la bomba.
Repícame la cuá.
Repícame la cuá.
Ay, bailame la bomba
Ay, bailame la bomba.
hasta la madrugada.
Hasta la madrugada.
Repícame la bomba. Repícame la cuá.
Me la cuá.
Ay, bailame la bomba
Ay, bailame la bomba.
hasta la madrugada.
Hasta la madrugada.
Perfect. So I hope we're all ready. So any and all singing is wonderful, and any and all drumming is wonderful. So anyone who has a drum, get it out, get next to a table, get ready, crisscross applesauce, and you can use your lap. A shout out to my friend Isabella, who I think is out there, who has helped me with some story times. And we are going to read our story. So it's When Julia Danced Bomba, and everyone with me in Spanish, Cuando Julia
Cuando Julia
Bailaba Bomba.
bailaba bomba.
The illustrations are by Flor de Vita, and it's published by Arte Público Press. And I have to thank especially Katie and everyone at the Texas Book Festival for inviting me and for having me here sharing with all of you. And I also like to share that this book is dedicated to Maria Tristan, Alejandro Molina, and everyone who helps us to learn our music, sing our songs, and believe that we can dance. So are we all ready? And do I have my drummer getting ready to do his beat? And when I ask for the drum, remember everyone, dun 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 dun. We ready? As Julia and Cheito pushed open the doors to the cultural center, they were greeted by a loud dun, 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 dun. Julia, they're already warming up. Hurry, said Cheito, half dragging Julia up the stairs to the activities room. Once inside, Cheito dropped Julia's hand and ran over to the instruments. He sat down in front of one of the barriles and began pounding on the drum. Joining the other boys and girls making beautiful music. Cheito was a natural. He banged on things all week long. He practiced his beats on chairs and tables and even walls. Cheito looked forward to Saturdays. He loved bomba class. Not Julia. Julia didn't want to practice dancing. She preferred playing make-believe. All dressed up, Julia loved daydreaming about becoming an astronaut. Suddenly, everybody was ready to dance bomba. Everybody but Julia. Julia slowly joined the other dancers. She took her place behind Jamaris. Jamaris was the best dancer in the whole group. As the teacher called out the dance steps, Julia tried to imitate Jamaris, but it wasn't easy. Julia just couldn't focus on the beat of the drum. She was lost. Her right turn was too slow. Her side step was too big. And her jumps were enormous. Julia just didn't think she should dance bomba. The dancers practiced for a long, long time. Finally, the teacher announced, "Okay, everybody, let's get ready for a bombazo." Everyone, bombazo!
Bombazo!
A bombazo? That was Julia's favorite part of dance class. The musicians would play, everybody would sing, and each of the big boys and girls would dance a solo. Julia loved watching the other dancers as she sang. As the dancers happily began forming a semicircle around the musicians, the teacher called out, "Anuncio, I have an announcement. As a special treat, all of our younger dancers will also participate in the bombazo today. A solo? Julia would have to dance in front of everybody all by herself. Oh no, Cheche.
Oh no.
Julia could barely pay attention to any of the other dancers. Instead of concentrating on her little cousin Carla's terrific turn, Julia wondered how her twirl would turn out. Julia did not notice Natalia's special spin. She was busy reminding herself to take little hops instead of bouncing like a donkey, brincando como un burro. She altogether missed Jamari's fancy footwork. She was all caught up in her own thoughts about taking her time and strolling, not stumbling. Finally, it was Julia's turn to dance. Head held high, she slowly strolled into the circle. Stopping in the middle, Julia paused for a moment. She looked at the drummer of the barril primo, the main drum. He smiled and nodded to her. Julia inhaled, closed her eyes, and took the first step. Holding the edge of her skirt, Julia moved her right arm in the shape of a half circle and heard, "Neat," whispered Julia, right on the drum beat. Now, eyes wide open and a little bit braver, Julia focused on the barril primo and made the same movement with her left arm. Rang out the drum again, loud and clear. Wow, Julia thought, the drum is talking to me. She began twirling in a circle, raising and lowering, left arm, right arm, left arm, right arm. The tambor principal sang out. Dun, 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 dun. Julia stopped worrying. She finally took a break from trying so hard. Instead, she heard and felt the rhythm of the bomba drum. Julia danced and danced and danced as Cheito sang out in a strong, clear voice. Mama, cuídame Belén, cuídame Belén, mama. Mama, cuídame Belén, cuídame Belén, mama. Repícame la bomba, repícame la cua. Ay, bailame la bomba hasta la madrugada. Repícame la bomba, repícame la cua. Ay, bailame la bomba hasta la madrugada. The story finished, and Julia's dance came to an end. Leaving the circle, she looked over at the musicians and spied. She looked at her big brother. Cheito was sitting in the front row, happily pounding on a barril. He looked at Julia and winked. Julia took her place in the circle next to Jamaris. Jamaris hugged Julia and whispered into her ear, "That was great. I am so proud of you." Julia smiled from ear to ear. She was a natural too. So thank you. Thank you all for joining me. Let's do that barril. Let's do that yuba beat on the barril one more time. And I hope you all enjoyed our reading. I hope you all like to learn about Julia and like to learn about the Afro-Puerto Rican music of bomba. I'm happy to share that on the Center for Puerto Rican Studies page, if you go to the Cultural Ambassador program, we have information about Julia. We even have videos. We have our District 14 in Brooklyn, New York helped me make some videos with Dr. Drum from Bomba, with Humberto Soto from PS 257. And you can listen to the music, you can learn about bomba, you can learn more about Puerto Rican history and culture. So please join us, become a culture ambassador with us. It's all free and it's all online. And you can hear the story and see how you play this music and how you sing this music. And I just want to once again thank Texas Book Festival for this opportunity. Thanks my beautiful children, Sophia and Cesar, for helping so much and for supporting me. I want to also just thank once again Arte Público Press for believing in our stories and Latino authors and celebrating who we are and what we are in community. Because this story about Julia in the circle, it's about us being together and celebrating ourselves and celebrating our community. And lastly, I want to thank our libraries that are trying to help us during this difficult time and sharing their books and sharing their resources. I especially want to thank my home library, Lorraine Public Library System. I want to thank Cleveland Public Libraries. That's been a big help. And of course, Brooklyn Public Libraries. And lastly, my love and my support to all of our teachers and all of our kids at home and all of our parents that are getting to be teachers and are getting to learn how much work our librarians and our teachers do every day to help our children learn and to help reading to be fun. So thank you all, and keep on singing and keep on reading. Thank you. Adios.